I'm going to explain to you quite easily how your session, your vocal chain might not need to be as complicated as you might think. It might not need as many plugins as you might think. This is what it sounds like now, our current project.
What a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the motion of my adolescence, no, I stun you, asking that you see me hitting now. Rose to occasion, it's a busy, busy world that we live.
All right. This isn't a finished mix. This isn't a finished song, but I wanted to show you everything could be a lot simpler than you're thinking. So I'm going to show what we got here. I got this channel strip coming in before we hit the actual plugins. And I'm going to turn this off just to show you what it's doing. So all the inserts are off. And now the channel strip is bypassed. This is what it sounds like.
What a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis.
Right, so you can't even hear anything. Obviously, the verb and comp is still on, but as far as the vocal, you can't hear anything. So usually I do go EQ first, but because the preamp or interface, whatever, I came in low, I'm hitting a compressor first just to bring that vocal up. This is what it sounds like now.
What a beautiful bundle, we done.
Just to bring it up some. That compressor is doing light work. It's not doing much. Then we're going into this EQ. Oop. What did I just do? Let's go look at our EQ here. Turn that off.
What a beautiful bundle.
We just rolling off a little bit of lows and taking out some of these harsher frequencies, and rolling off some of the, have a low shelf on this part here, on this right there at the top of the highs, at about 13K hertz. And then we have a saturator, the last thing that's hitting, which is also giving us some more compression. It's doing very light work again, but it's giving us some saturation.
What a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the motion of my adolescence, no, I stun you, asking that you see me.
And then immediately the first thing I noticed, especially after hitting that saturator, is that I need to get rid of some S's. There's a lot of S's in this verse. Let me see.
It's a busy, busy world that we living in.
All right, so I'm just gonna solo this verse.
It's a busy, busy world that we live.
Busy, busy world.
Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion.
Right. And then I'm gonna I don't want to attack all those S's in one shot. So we're gonna do some more. We're gonna bring the vocal up a little bit. This is like equivalent to the MV2 plugin from Waves. Just research what the MV2 does, and that will tell you what that plugin does. And then I have it going into another compressor. And this is a method that I like doing, where I come into a compressor and
Rose to occasion.
I have it hitting lightly.
Rose to occasion.
With a slower attack, just to kind of cut those top transients. And then I use this very same compressor, and then I add the gain. And I think there's a little faster attack on this one than it is. No, same attack. So,
Rose to occasion.
Now I'm compressing that vocal more, and then I bring in this TDR Nova to get more of those S's again. And I am using the threshold over here. This is a free plugin. This is a dynamic EQ. I'm bringing this in next to get those S's again. I'm also taking out whatever this is here, right about 500. Usually is a problem area for most vocals. But yeah, so I'm catching the S's like at about, where we at, 88.5K. And I have the threshold turned on, which turns it basically into a compressor just in this one area. So whenever the S kind of engages here, with a fast attack, in a moderate ratio.
Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we live in.
You can kind of see it hitting there. And now those S's are a lot more tamed after that TDR Nova. And once I realized that was tamed, I wanted to compress it again. So we got another compressor in here. We're using the CLA 76.
Rose to occasion.
And now we're getting some real good warm volume out of that plugin. And then bringing in lastly an EQ that's taken off just slightly at 8K, slightly at 320.
Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we.
And you can even hear, I'm gonna take some more lows out and maybe even.
Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to occasion. It's a busy, busy world that we.
Take a little bit more of those lows out. And then with the beat.
Rose to a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the motion of my adolescence, no, I stung you, asking that you see me hitting now. Rose to occasion, it's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to
right, and then I also have it going into a reverb send, or a bus, and a compressor bus, which is the compressor is. Let me show you what the compressor is doing. If we go here to the compressor, I have a vocal doubler on it. The vinyl vocal doubler, which is spreading that vocal.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated.
I have it on effects only, so I'm only getting that spread effect.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated.
It's at 63. I could do bigger.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated.
But I liked it there for some whatever reason, so I'm going to put it back. And then before that, have it hitting this compressor. This is the UAD LA2A. Have it hitting that. And then just to give that vocal a little bit more punch underneath itself with the filter taking off lows and highs. And yeah, with everything again.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the
Yep. I can even take out a little bit more highs because there's no reason. I don't need that information from the parallel compressor.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the motion of my adolescence, no, I stung you, asking that you see me hitting now. Rose to occasion, it's a busy, busy world that we living in. Rose to a.
Right, and then I also have it going into a reverb, doing light work on the reverb.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the motion of my adolescence, no, I stung you.
Right. Put that back where it kind of was.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis.
And then I have the verb turned down here as well.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis.
So that's pretty it. That's literally all that's there.
But a beautiful bundle.
And that's how, literally, like, that simple is that vocal chain. There's really not much going on. We just have, again, a compressor first, going into an EQ, which in this EQ, we're rolling off some lows, handling those areas. Saturator, de-esser, compressor. And these two compressors you can look at as one. An EQ, and that's taking, again, out this little boxy area. If I go here and pull this up, just so you can see what that sounds like.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated.
So that, like, boxiness, I'm kind of just bringing out a little bit.
But a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated.
So again, we can look at de-esser, compressor. Look at this as one more compressor. Put those two together. Another EQ, and then a compressor and an EQ to finish it off. So technically, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plugins, if you're not including the chain that's coming in. But even with the chain coming in, 9 plugins. So, and then your typical sends. But that's as simple as a FX chain can be to get a pretty decent sound to start you off with making some music.
What a beautiful bundle, we done pollinated. Say I don't put in work, girl, this is symbiosis. In the motion of my adolescence, no, I stung you, asking that you see me hitting now. Rose to occasion, It's a busy, busy world that we living in. Gang affiliated if you stepping on my kin. Riding with my baby Bobby and you know I'm kin. And we settle the problem if you a problem kid. I got the delicate touch, she got the nectar. Settle into memories, this era the best of. Beauty in the eye of the beholder, but be careful, yeah. Last person to come across her wrong left in a tourniquet. When we focus on each other, we stay busy, busy. What I love to imitate, got best of many. Thinking Grams never got a chance to meet Miss Missy. Only thing that keep me down, eyes pretty misty.